I am just desensitized to it at this point after living here for 3 years. And so I guess this is gonna be the first video of this new year, sadly. I filmed all of New Year's Eve, when the clock struck midnight and all the gunshots and the fireworks, and I filmed the next day. I filmed like 20 minutes the next day, talking about everything I wanted for this year, talking about Cheyenne and how I wish he could be here, and I wish I could see what they were doing. And I've been working. It's now January 8th. It's now January 9th. It's the morning time, actually. It's raining outside. I went to download this video that I've been working on for the past week, and I had to clear up space in my phone, and I'm tired, so for some reason I thought I already downloaded it and I could delete the clips. So I deleted them, and I deleted it from my recently deleted, and now I can't download the video because all of the clips are missing. That's like 12 hours of my time that I can't get back, because it actually takes me like 10 hours, 12 hours to fully edit and download and upload like a 25-minute video. So I guess my next video will be me talking about everything I want from this year, because wow, that sucks. I'm very stressed out now. That was not a good way to start the morning. Well, here is this video. At least I have a second video that is nowhere near. The first one was so much more positive and uplifting. And then this one's pretty much the polar opposite. So enjoy this video, I guess. This fire just happened January 1st of 2024 of this year. And I'm just gonna play the clips I took now, and if you wanna stay after the video, if you wanna stay after you watch the clips I'm about to show, I'm gonna explain everything and explain what happened and what I was doing. So let me show the clips now. This fire also did not harm anyone. It was no house. It was an explosion of a garage that set another garage on fire. So it was 2 different garages that you'll see on fire. Yeah, this is... And now...
Look at their house.
Yeah, their garage is still... Where's the fire truck?
I think they're on the other side. I don't know.
God damn it, their garage is on fire. Are they just gonna let it burn out?
Maybe because the...
How do we still have power?
Because there's so many.
Yeah, there's smoke coming all out of their garage. Anything they had in there is destroyed now.
Babe.
All of the yard stuff.
Why aren't they doing it?
You know, I knew it was gonna happen because all of that trash and propane tanks that were left out back there. I knew it was gonna happen. They probably had to go through their backyard.
You see the water?
Yeah. That is insane. My hands are shaking so bad. This literally happened not even 3 years ago. Don't feed the dog.
You see the firefighters?
Yeah, I do. The smoke is traveling all the way to our yard. There was so much trash and debris back there. I knew that shit was gonna happen.
Hey, our stuff didn't catch on fire.
I know.
They're stopping the fire on the shed now.
Yeah. It's okay.
That's scary.
How did that happen?
It sounded like someone bombed it.
Were you? it's just all filled with smoke. Again.
So is the house.
Their house?
I mean the shed.
Oh. So if you guys remember, I've talked about on this channel before, I live in a house. I live in Dayton, Ohio, and I'm moving soon, but we've lived here for 3 years now, a little over 3 years. Right when we had first moved in, the garage in our backyard, like there's an alley that goes behind everyone's houses, and there's garages for cars and stuff, or whatever you want to put in there. And the garage directly behind our house, but it wasn't for our house, it was for the house across from us in the back. It's kind of hard to explain. We live in the ghetto, so that's why there's alleys and whatever. Houses are just like crammed in house after house after house here. The garage behind our house exploded when we had first moved here, and it was really, really scary. It happened at night. I had never heard stuff like that before, but now I'm completely desensitized to this stuff. I hear gunshots and loud explosions and see people tweaked out, passed out in the middle of the street. Like I've been almost attacked by my neighbor. Like there's been a lot of things that I have seen down here now, and when that first explosion happened right after we moved in here, I can't even remember what we were doing, and it was such a loud explosion. We went to see what happened, saw orange, yellow glowing lights in the back door, because obviously it's facing the garage, and that's where I took those videos that you guys had just seen. I took the first video from out in front of our house, and then the rest were from my back door. Let me just explain that real quick, because that's what we're here to talk about, and I'm only filming this because no one got hurt. I'm just so tired of stuff like this happening. It's just so frustrating. And this happened on a garage that was already completely destroyed, but this time it caught a different garage on fire, and it also exploded a power line. I don't think that could be heard in the videos, but a power line exploded. What a way to start the new year. I feel like that's bad luck. I don't know, could have just been teenagers committing arson. But 5 days ago when this happened, me, Adam, and Ozzy were all just sitting in our living room enjoying the first day of the year. We were hopeful for what was to come of this year, and then we heard a loud explosion, and I immediately jumped up and knew what it was. Went to the back door. As soon as I turned the corner of my living room and could see my back door, just red. It was just red. It wasn't even orange because it was daylight this time. It was only like 4:30 p.m. I went, opened the back door, saw this garage engulfed in flames again. The exact same garage where it happened 3 years ago. and I just yelled to Adam to call 911. I went, grabbed Ozzy. I didn't even have pants or shoes on, and I just grabbed Ozzy, grabbed a huge blanket, wrapped it around us, and I went outside. And our next door neighbors were already out there, and I remember just like staring at the young girl, because it's two younger people. I don't know if they're relatives or just friends, roommates or whatever, but it's a young guy and a young girl, and they look like they're like 20 and like college students, but they were already sitting outside, and he was comforting her, and she was just like in her car sobbing. Like, I wouldn't say she was scream crying, but she was crying really loud, and I felt bad for her. But at the same time, I was just thinking, like, I was like thinking to myself, why is she crying so hard? Like, she's gonna be fine. It's not her garage or her house. But then I realized, like, they just moved in. They look so sweet and nice, and they've always been nice and respectful, and I'm just desensitized to it at this point after living here for 3 years. And I grew up in a bad area, but never this bad. I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, in a bad part, but I've never lived in this bad of an area. It's really bad. I can see the city from down my street. It's a very, very bad area, and they're probably just not used to it, and that's why, like, an explosion, and I have never seen so many cars go down my street. It's insane. When something bad happens, when someone's hurt, when there's a car accident, people flock to it to see what's happening. I have never seen so many cars on my street blocking it. There was black smoke just blowing up in the air. Ozzy was not scared at all. He was just like pointing to the smoke and talking, and Adam was still inside, and I was about to call for him to come outside, and he eventually came out because I guess he was watching. And I forgot that while I was still out front, I started seeing loud sparks, like little explosions, and it was like crackling, but it was so loud, like crackling and popping. And Adam came out to the front where me and Ozzy were, because I wanted to be as far away from as possible in case something sparked our house on fire, which thank God that didn't happen. It didn't spread to any houses. But he came outside and said that was the power line. There's a power line that goes through the alley, and it caught on fire and it exploded. And that's what the crackling and the popping was, a power line exploding. The garage that had already caught on fire before, it was already destroyed, and I already knew that this was gonna happen because the city of Dayton does not clean up anything. I don't know if the people there own the house or rent it. No one ever cleaned up the damage from last time 3 years ago. And since then, people come in our alley. Like in one of my last videos, I had footage of someone taking a propane tank, just pulling up on their bike and taking a propane tank out of my backyard. But I didn't even put that there. Like, someone just dropped trash back there. People drop a lot of trash and just random things, propane tanks. So that garage over the past 3 years has been building up on trash, and there was just trash everywhere. So I kind of knew it was going to catch on fire eventually. And it sparked our neighbor's garage on fire, and they lost everything in their garage. They ended up telling us they think it's arson. Both of their trash cans were destroyed because that's where our trash gets picked up, and everything that was in their garage was destroyed. And she said that her husband had just recently cleaned out the basement and put stuff in their garage.
So I just looked into it a little more to see if there was any news or updates, because it is the 9th now. It's been over a week, and it said that it appears to be that it was 2 separate fires, so it was most likely arson, and I believe it. I do believe it.
So it's really unfortunate, but no one got hurt, and this has happened before, and I knew it was going to happen again because Dayton does not clean up anything. The roads are horrific down here. We're moving to a lot better of an area in 3 months, so I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of living here. I'm tired of the people that live down here. I'm tired of everything. I've seen teenagers go back there and just flip all the trash cans over. Me and Adam both saw it, and we ran to the front, and she was just running away. And yeah, So it probably was a teenager who caught it on fire. I don't think there was any cameras. I didn't see anything. We were just in the living room. The firefighters were there for a solid 2 hours, 3 hours, just trying to put the fire out. It's so strange how loud and chaotic everything is. The sirens, the people just keep going down the street, stopping. There was people taking videos, like in their car, stopped in the middle of the road, taking videos of the fires going above the houses and like all the smoke. And it was just like, are you serious? Like, what if the ambulance, or like, what if the fire trucks have to come through here and you're just taking a video? Like, go on with your day. I was sitting out there like holding my baby in 30-degree weather with no shoes, no pants, just like clinging on to my baby. And for like minutes until I started recording it, I took a little recording of it. I was out there for like 10 minutes though. I took like a 30-second video. That's when we just went to our kitchen, and that's where I recorded the rest of that video, because I don't know, I thought it was really cool. And it was cool seeing the, I mean, how many times in your life are you going to see something like that, if ever? So, I don't know, it was really cool seeing the firefighters put out flames, especially because no one got hurt or anything. It was just a fire on an old garage that exploded. Like, the explosion was so loud it shook the house. That's why I knew, like, that's how I knew what it was. It's crazy, like, how loud and chaotic the sirens, the people, the honking, the asking of what's happening, the crackling of the fire, the explosions, the firefighters putting it out, like all of that noise, and it's so chaotic. And then 3 hours later, it's just silent. It was dark outside. The flames were gone. Like, it was just like nothing had just happened. It just settles, and it just gets so calm. After chaos, it's just so quiet and calm. That was really stressful. I cannot wait to move. I'm glad no one was injured or no one's house caught on fire, and that it was just like garages, even though they did lose stuff, sadly, their lawnmower, a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, that was not a good way to start the year. I feel like that was a bad omen. It was just a bad way to start the year. When the power line caught on fire and started making the explosion noises, I thought that someone had left like fireworks in their garage or something. It was so loud. It's just nothing new here. Everyone's renting from slumlords who don't want to fix their houses. Our house is falling apart around us. Trash keeps not getting picked up. Like, they'll just skip a week and not come and pick up people's trash. It's overflowing in the alleys and they never come and clean it up. They don't even like get onto people about cleaning up all the trash. Like, I'll go by someone's house and see a whole toilet just sitting outside, or tires, or a mattress. Like, I think that's it. Thank you for wasting some of your time to listen to me ramble about stuff.